Happy New Year, designers! Thank you so much for supporting me in year 2025. This year 2026, it promises to be more interesting. I'm going to be bringing your way very detailed and well explanatory videos. So stick around. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful bobo. I wore it for first Sunday and I thought to share the tutorial with you. You can wear it in two ways, with the inner belt or without the inner belt. Which do you prefer? Let's get started. So guys, I've put my fabric on fold. As you can see, just place your fabric on fold. Then I'll mark my starting point line. I'm going to be using a yellow chalk because this is a white fabric. I don't want to stain it. But if you pay attention, you will see everything that I'm doing. So I'll go ahead. The first thing I'll do is to mark my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So from that 7.5, I'm going to mark how long I want my sleeve to be. So I want my sleeve to be 15 inches. So I'm going to mark 15 inches right there. After marking my 7.5, I'm going to continue and mark 15 inches. Then the next thing I'll mark is my neck width. So the width of my neck is 3.5 and the depth is 1 because we are cutting the back. This is the back. Then I'll go on this edge here and I'll mark my shoulder slope of 1.5. Then I'll connect all these lines together. So I'll curve my neckline. Remember, this is for the back. We're cutting for the back first. So I'm curving the neckline for the back. Then I'm going to draw my shoulder slope. You know, I came down by 1.5. So I'm connecting my shoulder slope. You get it? Good. Now, the next thing I want to mark is to mark my sleeve opening. How wide I want my sleeve to be. For you to get the perfect sleeve opening, just use whatever you usually use as your chest line, then add 1 to it. Like for me, I usually use 8 inches, so I'm going to add 1 to it to give me 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches, then I'm going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. You know we are going to sew that part, so I'm going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. So altogether there, I have 10 inches. So at that point there, I will go in by 2 inches. Are you seeing what I'm doing? I'll go in by 2 inches. That will be the curve, the little curve we're going to have there. The next thing I'm going to do is to locate my knee line. So my knee length measurement is 38 inches. So I'm going to locate 38 inches and I'm going to chalk it. I'm not going to draw a straight line because I don't want to stain this fabric. You know it's white. So I'm just going to mark it, just note it. So at that knee line, I'm going to measure my hip measurement there, my round circumference. So my hip circumference is 41. 41 divided by 4 is 10.5. So I'm going to mark 10.5 right there. Then I'll add 2 inches for ease because we don't want that part to be tight. I'll add 2 inches for ease, then 1 inch for sewing allowance. So altogether, I added 3 inches extra. So altogether, I'm going to have 13.25. So now I'm going to curve. Just watch the way I'm going to curve it. From that part, we went in by 2 inches, that up part. I'm going to curve it like this. Just give it this curve. Just follow my hand, the way my hand is going. Just curve it and go and meet that part that we mark the knee length. Do you understand? You see the way I'm curving it? Make sure you curve this part very well so that it will relax. So just give it this nice curve. I don't want to draw so much chalk on this so that it will not ruin the fabric, okay? But this is exactly what I did. Good. So the next thing I want to do is to mark my full gown length. So my full gown length is 59 inches. I'll mark 59 inches, then I'll add 1 inch seam allowance. So that's exactly what I did right there. I will not draw a straight line because I don't want to stain my fabric again. Now everything I have on my knee line, 13.25, I'm going to mark it on the lower part like that, just straight. And I'm going to connect it into a straight line. You see, it's exactly what was on my knee. I'll take it down to the gown length. That's exactly what I did, and I'm connecting it. And we are pretty done. So I'm just trying to connect the lines so that I'll know where to cut. So after that, we are done for the back. I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So before cutting it out, I'm going to add seam allowance at the top, at that shoulder part, so that when I'm joining it, it will not be shortened. So I'm just adding ½ inch at the top there, just to join the shoulders. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the back out. The back is ready. I didn't add allowance on the neckline. I didn't add allowance on the neckline. I only added on the shoulder. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and cut out now. So guys, if you're enjoying this tutorial, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, please click on the like button, share this video to your tailor friends so that they can join us in learning. Thank you. And if you have any question or you have any tutorial you want me to recreate, please drop it in the comment section and I'll respond to it. So now that we are done cutting the back, I will bring another fabric so that we can cut the front. This is the back. You can see how beautiful it's looking already. So now let's proceed to the front. I'll bring another fabric. This is the fabric. I've put it on fold already. Then at the center front, I'm going to mark 1.5 inch. I used 1.75 inch. That's what I used. At the center front, I ruled a line 1.75 inches. Then I'll place the back on it. That 1.75 inches is what we are going to use as the center front, which is going to have a slit. You know, we are going to have a slit at the neck and at the lower part. So that's why I left that 1.75 inches at the center front there. Then I'll just place the back on that same line. Then I'll just cut out everything I have there. I will not cut out the neckline for the back, for the front. I will not cut the neckline. I will just cut it straight there, cut the shoulder slope, cut the hand opening, the sleeve opening. I'm going to cut it. Then just follow exactly what we have on the back. I'm following exactly what we have at the back. Can you see it? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut it out exactly like that, so that when I remove the back, we'll now mark the neckline for the front. So after cutting out, the next thing I'll do is to remove the back. You see, I'll separate them. I'll remove the back so that we can now work on the front. After removing the back, the first thing I'll do is to mark the neckline for the front. Remember, we have not marked the neckline for the front. So I'm going to use the depth of 3.5 inches. And you know the width for the back was 3.5 inches. So the width for here too has to be 3.5 inches. So I'm going to connect the line. So this front is 3.5 inches depth and 3.5 inches width. So now I'm going to cut it. Before I cut it, I'm going to fold in that center front, that part that looks like the zipper allowance. I'm going to fold it first before cutting the neckline. Then I'm going to slit it open. Can you see? I've slitted it open so that we can have two fronts. We'll have two fronts. So now I want to cut the facing for both the front and the back. So I'm just going to bring an extra fabric, place the front or the back. This one is the back. I'll place the back on it. Then I'll just trace it. You know how to cut facing now. So I use the width. The width from the shoulder is 3. I use 3 inches so that it can be equal with the back too. So that it will be equal on both sides. That's why I measured it. So I'm just going to cut out the facing. See it? Facing is very simple to cut now. Good. So now this is the facing for the back. I'm going to just pin it together. Then I'll cut the facing for the front. This one is for the back. So I'm just pinning it together so I don't mix them up. Now let's cut for the front. The same thing I did, I'll do it here too. I'm going to place it on it, then mark the shoulder width again, 3 inches, so that it can be equal with the first one we cut. So that when we sew it, it will be neat. Everything will come out perfect. That is why I'm just taking the measurement. If not, it's not really necessary. So this is how it's going to be. Now let's start sewing. First thing I'll do is to sew the facing. So this is the back. I'll place the facing over it. Right side facing right side. You know you're going to sew your facing at the front so that you can take it to the back. So I'll go ahead and sew 1/2 inch. After sewing it, I'll notch it. So I'm just pinning them together so that when I get to my sewing machine, it will be easy for me to sew. Okay? So I'll go ahead and sew 1/2 inch. Then I'll do the same thing for the front. I'll place the facing on the front and I'll go ahead and sew 1/2 inch. I will sew the 1/2 inch only on the neckline. I won't sew on that straight line. Okay? I will just sew only the neckline. Please don't sew the straight line. Just leave it like that. When we turn it to the other side, we are going to weave everything together as one. Okay? So after sewing it, this is what it looks like. I've gone ahead to weave it. After sewing it, I weaved it, then I use my hemming gum. This is what is called hemming gum. I placed the hemming gum underneath it, then I pressed it to give it a clean finish. So this one is for the front. Let me show you the back. So this is the back. I also did the same thing. I weaved it, then I placed my hemming gum over it and I pressed it. You can see. Now let's work on the center front. You know we have an extra 1.75 inches at that center front. Good. So the next thing I'll do is to mark my neck opening. You know there is a slit at the center front on the neckline. I'm going to leave 5 inches there. After leaving 5 inches there, I'm going to sew up to where I want my slit to start from. I think I used 36 inches from my shoulder down. I used 36 inches. That's where my slit started from, 36 inches. So from that 36 inches, my slit is going to continue. So I'm going to sew from the top opening to the slit length. After sewing it, I'll go ahead and I'll weave it, then I'll put hemming gum, then I'll press it neatly. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that, then I'll come back to show you what next to do. So guys, see how beautiful this is looking. Can you see it? Neat work, neat work. So go ahead and do yours like this. You can see the opening on the neckline, then the opening on the slit. You see how beautiful it's looking, and I pressed it using my hemming gum, and everything is laying very flat and beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is to attach our inner belt. This dress is going to be having an inner belt, so that if you want the front to be fitted and the back will be free, this is what we are going to do. So I'm going to mark my half length. My half length is 17. I'm just going to make a point at that part. I'm not going to draw the line so it doesn't stain it. Okay, so at that point of 17, what I'm going to do is to mark my waist measurement. My waist is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches. So from that center front, I'm going to mark 8 inches to the left and 8 inches to the right. Okay, that's where I'm going to fix my belt on. So I've already sewn the belt. Please do this at the back. That's the wrong side, not the right side. You can see it, I'm doing it at the wrong side. So the length of my belt is 23 inches and the width is, after sewing, is 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to fix my belt at that point. You know that point that we mark, that we divided my waist into 4, that we mark 8. So that's where I'm going to fix my belt, right there. Can you see it? So go ahead and fix your belt just like this, then we'll continue. Now guys, I've fixed my belt. Can you see it? So this is the belt that is going to make our dress fitted at the front. After that, I'm going to bring my back over it like this. We're almost done. I'll place my back over it, then I will join the shoulders. First thing I'll do is to join the shoulders. You remember we left half inch to join the shoulders. So I'll go ahead, join both shoulders like this. Then I'll come to the sleeve opening. I'll hem it. I'll fold it and hem it. After hemming that part, then I'll sew. See where I'm showing you? Just sew around that part. On the other side to do the same thing. Hem your sleeve opening. You can weave it, then hem it once, then you start sewing. Make sure you sew with the exact sewing allowance that you left. Then you hem the bottom and your dress is ready. You can see me doing shakara with it. It looked so good. I wore it to church and everybody loved it. Will you recreate yours? Please let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.